You know what? Girl, when you're starting the new year, you're gonna be a brand new version of yourself. Okay, so if you're watching this video, chances are high that you really want to turn your life around. You really want to get into the best version of yourself. Like undo all the unproductive things that you have done this year so far. And you really want to make your life a better and happening one. So yeah guys, welcome to Spilling Shimmers and let's talk about how you can be your most productive self before the new year so that you step into the new year being the best and the most improved version of yourself, and we are ready to crush all our goals in the new year. You can just skip this part, you can just go straight to the part where I tell you guys what you should actually do, but just wanted to give you guys like a backstory. So I wanted to start 2023, like I clearly remember that on December 17, 2022, I had wanted 2023 to be my year. I had wanted to, like conquer all my goals, like, learn to swim, learn to drive and learn guitar, learn to do this, that. Like there were so many things that I wanted to accomplish. Honestly, 2023 didn't go the way I had planned. The first month itself, like January, was like a very, very, very bad month. So anyway, I'm not even giving it an excuse. But the thing is, despite whatever the things are, I completely failed to stick to my routines. I completely failed to stick to my workout, my diet, whatever it be. Like I was so much motivated before the end of the year, but when the year started, I was my most unproductive self. So this year, if I have to say, this was my laziest year in like a lot of decades. I mean, I haven't lived decades, but anyway, so I know it's just a hyperbole, but yeah, that is the thing. So I wanted to turn my life around, and I thought that maybe there are gonna be like a whole bunch of people like me who have been stuck throughout this year, and you might be thinking that okay, let's just wait for 2024. This is gonna end anyway, so why should I try to do things now? I can just wait for like the end of the year, and then I can again write my resolutions on a piece of paper just to be disappointed at the end of another year. But no, I'm not gonna let you do that because we don't do that here, right? Yeah. So what you're gonna be doing is that we will do things that will make us completely unrecognizable by the end of the year, so that girl, when you're starting the new year, you're gonna be a brand new version of yourself. So yeah, that is what we do here. Okay, so the first thing is that we want to start by goals, and we take each goal by the neck and by the throat, and we cut them into pieces so that we can accomplish them. I know that sounded very gruesome, but that is how I talk. So anyway, so the first things that you really want to do is that write down your goals, girl. Write down, because according to a study, I will mention that people who write down their goals are much likely to achieve them rather than the people who don't write their goals. So the first thing that you want to do, take a clean piece of paper, write down your goals. And here I'm not talking about resolutions. So it should not be that, I wish to lose weight, I wish to eat healthy, I wish to work out more often, blah, 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 blah. No, don't do that. Write down clear goals. So once you have written down all your goals, the first and the most important thing that you would want to do is declutter. And this means physical, mental, and social declutter. Physically clean all your mess around the room. Like right now I'm filming here, I'm behind the camera, but exactly behind the camera is like a shitload of mess that you can't see. Yeah, the moment you clean up your space, whether it's your living space, your workspace, your bedroom, whatever it is, the moment you clean up the space, it allows for a lot of motivation and a lot of positive energy to flow in. So you are more likely to stick to your routines and stick to what you're planning to do, and stick to your goals. So the first thing and the most important thing is clean. You don't want to go into the new year with a messy bedroom and even a messier room or a messier place to stay in. So the most important thing that you should do is declutter. Remove everything that you have not been using, every piece of clothing that you don't wear, everything that you're not using or has been lying in the random corner of your room. Just get rid of them now. You can either donate them, you can just sell them, recycle them, make something out of it, do a DIY, but just get rid of all the clutter that's surrounding your space. And now the next thing and a very important thing here is social declutter. A lot of the times we open Facebook, we open Instagram, and we're just, we are so much consumed by a lot of people posting nice, heavily edited versions of their lives and whatnot. So what happens is that by default, our minds are, focused on, those people, their lives are so much better than us, and that very moment we start comparing ourselves to them, and that is what actually draws us downwards and drains our energy downwards. The first thing you want to do is unfollow, unfriend all the people who drain your energy, who make you feel less motivated, who make you feel like your life's a living shit, because it's not. Honestly, none of our lives are perfect. None of our lives are like a living Princess Diana's life. It's not. So the most important thing is unfollow and unfriend everyone who's giving you a hard time. And as far as emotional decluttering is concerned, it's the most important, I think, because there are times when, there are some things in the back of our mind which keeps, like haunting us. Those things keep coming back. And despite the fact that we want to feel motivated, we want to move on with our lives, we are not able to. So the thing that you genuinely want to do in the last few weeks of 2023 is that you want to let go of those, whatever it is. If it's a bad feeling, if you're feeling sad, if you're feeling depressed, whatever it is, if it's a fight with a friend, a fight with a family member, or whatever it is that's draining you mentally, you want to leave it behind. Now, how to do that? Start writing in gratitude journals, or start writing in daily journals. That is where you can actually vent out whatever's going on inside you. Or you can talk to a friend. But I think for me, the thing that works the best is I really like to I really like to write, and I kind of just write down whatever comes in my mind and whatever I feel like, whatever I'm going through, whether it's a good thing, bad thing, whatever it is. I really like to pen down everything that I am feeling. Now, coming to the third important part, and that is, of course, I can't explain the importance of this, is eat healthy. Here I'm not talking about, going on fat diets, or, cutting down on calories or eating a certain type of food. No, you need to eat things that genuinely, are nutritious to you. And that is very important, because unless you're feeling healthy from within, no matter how much you exercise, no matter how much you do things externally or whatever, it is not going to help you. So it's very important that you eat healthy. If needed, get a nutritionist, download an app for nutrition, pay up if needed, and that will actually, give you the diet and give you the nutrients that is required for your body, for your height, for your weight, for the type of activity that you do. So it's very important. So it's the thing that you should do is that either invest in such an app, or if you're someone who has knowledge regarding these types of things. For example, I'm a doctor, so I know whatever food or which food has which nutrition, what are the things that I need according to my body type. So I know how to do that. But if you're someone who really needs a lot of help, then you can just download, there's a whole lot of apps on the app store which are designed to give you the right amount of nutrition for your height, weight, age, and so on and so forth. So you can go ahead, download such thing, and start eating healthy. Again, as I said, it's not about going on a diet, but start incorporating healthy whole foods. Instead of eating processed food, or instead of ordering out, at least for the last 1 month, try to cook for yourself if that's something that's convenient. Or even if you're not able to cook, try to meal prep, try to batch your meals. Or even if you have a cook or someone who's cooking for you, try to have wholesome foods. Now the next thing is that exercise is the most and one of the most important things out there. A few years back, I was actually having clinical depression, and one thing that really helped me get out of it was exercise. If you're exercising regularly, it kind of releases serotonin and dopamine. It just makes you feel a lot better about yourself. And I have actually felt this because there was in 2022, I worked out literally every single day, except for maybe the days when I had my periods, or even I worked out on the days of my periods. My periods were a lot more comfortable. They hurt a lot less. I had to take medicines a lot less. And of course, my mood was at the top level. I was feeling so much energized. I was having a good sleep schedule and everything. But in 2023, things just went down, and I completely stopped working out. I can actually count with my hands the number of days that I worked out on. I think it's barely 9 or 10 days. It's almost the end. And in the last 11 months, I have barely jogged, or I've done my treadmill for 9 or 10 days, and I can actually feel it in my body. It's not that I've gained a lot of weight, it's not that way, but I can actually feel that I don't feel energized, I don't feel motivated, I feel sleepy and sluggish, and I just have a brain forward thing like that. So that is something that's a fact, and I have actually felt it. So, you can incorporate something just as basic as dancing. If you're someone who likes to dance, you can just, turn on a video, turn on the TV, and then just dance to the songs and like that. Or if you have a treadmill at your place, you can just do the treadmill. If you want to, go a notch above, you can get a membership at the gym. But another very important thing is sleep. So if you're a night owl, or if you're a person who goes to sleep at 2 in the morning, 2 at night and wakes up at, let's say, 10:30, then you should definitely change that. I'm the one to blame because I do the same thing. But yeah, having a good sleep schedule is better, because again, waking up early in the morning The sun, the early morning sun is supposed to, like boost your energy levels, and also it's great source of vitamin D. So you should actually try to, get the morning sun a bit, because it really is helpful for like a whole lot of ways. It like, boosts your mood, makes you feel energized, and also just gives you that feeling of being ahead of everyone else. So if you're someone who kind of operates more at night, sorry, a vampire reference out there because I'm watching Vampire Diaries and I'm kind of obsessed with it. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm going off track. But anyway, so if you're a person who has been sleeping late lately, then you should try to just, change it. I mean, it's a great timing to do that, because right now it's just, again, maybe 4 weeks to New Year, so you can actually take this thing, you can start this habit, like, just change your sleep schedule by at least 15 minutes each day. So, right now if you're going to sleep at 1 at night, just try to make it quarter to 1, then make it 12:30, and so on. And do the same thing in the morning, like wake up 15 minutes earlier. If you're waking up at 12 in the like afternoon, you can wake up 15 minutes earlier. So if you just do that for 10 days, and if you just wake up 15 minutes earlier, after 10 days you'll be actually waking up almost 2.5 hours earlier. So right now if you're waking up at 12, that's like a lot. You will be waking up at 9:30 after 10 days. So even if you're just kind of trying to like reduce it by 15 minutes, it is going to be helpful. In the morning, a lot of people are not even awake. So if you're someone like, if you're a student, or if you're just like trying to do some hard dedicated work in the morning, you're less likely to receive notifications from WhatsApp, from Facebook, Instagram, because people are not even awake at that time. So like if you're studying, you just get uninterrupted duration or uninterrupted timing. But the same thing, just imagine you want to like study for, let's say, 2.5 hours in the afternoon, and you are just bombarded with like notifications, people texting you, so you're more tempted to check those. But that thing is not there in the morning. So for me, I think mornings are the best times, especially for studying, because my mind is clear, there's no distractions, there's no notifications. I can literally focus on what I'm going to be doing. Now, the sixth step is to incorporate a little bit of reading and journaling in your daily routine. You can again incorporate that before going to sleep or when you wake up in the morning. It's very important, because reading gives you a lot of insights, it gives you a lot of knowledge, and there's literally no age to reading and learning. And journaling is something that lets you, like get a lot of things out of your system. It helps you to plan your life. It helps to, like if you've been going through something, it helps you to, like get it off your mind. So like try to incorporate at least 15 minutes of reading and journaling. Back in 2022, I had decided to like start reading a lot of self-help books. And if you want, I will like mention a few of the books that I have actually loved. So reading really helped me to get into the zone. And in 2023, I hardly read like, let's say, 2 to 3 self-help books. That too, I think I didn't even finish that. So it's very important to include these small things in your routine, because you'll never know, like if you read even 15 pages a day, or let's just say you read 10 pages a day, then if you're reading a 200-page book, it'll take you 20 days, maximum 30 days. So you can actually go up to reading as much as 12 books in a year, which is like a lot. So just imagine gathering information and knowledge present in those 15 to 20 books in 1 year, and you're gonna be like, you have so much knowledge. Also, I would like to mention 2 things here. If you're someone who doesn't really have a lot of time, or if you feel you don't have a lot of time to like read, you can do 2 things, especially if you're someone who commutes to work. Like if you travel to work for, let's say, 30 to 45 minutes, you can do something. You can download Audible, and you can actually listen to podcasts, because a lot of these books out there, they have been turned into podcasts or audiobooks. You can actually listen to that. Also, there's another app called Blinkist. It's a paid app. Like you get a free version, and you also get a paid version for I think 500 rupees. And that is great, because it kind of like breaks down the important parts of a book, because it just kind of gives you flashcards. So it kind of just breaks down the important parts, or the important insights from the book that you should actually know, and it kind of gives it to you in a very small meaty portions. So you just pick up those things in like maybe in 2 to 3 minutes. So that is also very helpful. And this is again great if you want to learn, or if you want to read like a lot of books but you don't really have a lot of time, especially if you're a student, you have your own studies to do, but you want to also like take in a lot of self-help books knowledge. You can definitely do this. And for the people who are driving to work, or if you're like traveling to work, you have long hours of commute in the train, in the bus, metro, whatever it is, you can definitely use this. Okay, another thing that I might want to add, but I am not very regular with that, is meditation. That is something that I have always wanted to try out, but I have never been able to do that, because I am a person who is extremely impatient. I mean, I'm so impatient that I am actually constantly thinking, how can I grow more subscribers on YouTube by not even uploading the right amount of videos. So yeah, the joke's on me. But anyway, I'm a very impatient person, so like sitting down and meditating for even like 2 minutes seems like the longest time for me. But again, I want to do that, and I really want to get into the habit before 2024. Like, I want to meditate for at least like 5 minutes a day starting from tomorrow itself. So if you're watching this video, you should also like try to do it from tomorrow itself. Like, just try 5 minutes. You can try again guided meditation. It is like available in like a whole lot of different apps. So there's this app called Better Me, then there's this app called Calm. So you can actually try guided meditation there. So they actually like tell you how to do that, because unless you're like guided, and unless you do it the right way, you are not really like you'll never get the benefits out of it. So it's very important that you either do it under the guidance of someone who's already doing it, or under the guidance of a practitioner teacher. What am I saying? A licensed practitioner. So you should do it under their guidance, because otherwise you will not be able to reap the benefits. And like me, again, like I have started and I couldn't do it successfully because I just was not doing it the right way. So it's very important that you do it the right way. And now another tip that I want to share with you guys as a part of your glow up routine, or as a part of your unrecognizable glow up, like, go for a physical glow up, and that can include a whole lot of things. That can include getting a facial, like changing up the way your hair looks, getting a waxing done, like getting any sort of physical thing or physical glow up that actually helps you. Because no matter how much we say, when you get a physical glow up done, when you kind of get things done over yourself, it just feels a lot better. So like get yourself some nail extensions, eyelash extensions, color your hair, whatever you feel like do something which you have not done before. Experiment with yourself. Or even if you're someone who's into all these, you can just go ahead and get yourself another facial, a manicure or a pedicure, and just like feel it in, like give yourself the vibe and give yourself the feel that yes, I am into a better era, I am getting into a better version of myself, both mentally as well as physically. Because no matter how much you improve yourself mentally, if you aren't looking physically your best, or if you feel you're not looking physically your best, then your confidence level somewhere doesn't like peak. So it's very important that you physically also glow up yourself, or do things that you've always wanted but never did. Get yourself some nice clothing, change your wardrobe, or change the way you dress, change the way you do your makeup. Just do something different and do something that makes you feel good about yourself. So yeah, now I think that kind of brings us to the end of this video and the end of this glow up chapter. So yeah, if you watched this video and you liked it, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a huge thumbs up, because another thing that is in my to-do list and also in my bucket list is to make it big on YouTube. So till then, take care, stay happy and stay shimmery.